Et il y a une de mes chansons préférées sur cet album, Special K.
Yeah, okay.
On la regarde?
A jumpsuit on.
Yeah.
It's a jumpsuit, isn't it?
With the same gear, same outfit for the video.
Start sounding guitars as well.
Coming up beyond belief on this coronary beat. Ba-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum. More than just a light machine, more chaotic, no relief. Ba-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum. I'll describe the way I feel, weeping wounds that never heal. Ba-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum. Can't save your feet for real, or are you just my seventh seal? Ba-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum. Ba-dum
Punk, man.
no hesitation, no delay. You come on just like Special K. Just like I swallowed half my stash. I never, ever wanna crash. No hesitation, no delay. You come on just like Special K. Now you're back, so man, I'm on
we look like we're in some kind of gothic version of Star Trek, you know, basically, which is kind of cool, you know.
Cet album s'est vendu à plus d'1 million d'exemplaires.
Yeah.
Comment avez-vous commencé à gérer votre succès? Parce que c'est pas toujours évident quand le succès arrive.
Again, I think just kind of we were just on tour all the time, so you just never realized really what was going on, you know, I guess around us. You know, you don't really know how successful you are, how much money you've made, you know, all these things, you know, how many albums you've sold, because you never really sort of get a chance to sort of step back from the whole thing. So yeah, Stefan said it was just dans une bulle, in a bubble, really, you know. We were in a space bubble there, you know? A big glittery space bubble, which was a fun bubble to be in for a while, I suppose, you know.
Des tournées incessantes, 200 dates par an, quoi.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I think by that point we were reaching about sort of like, you know, over 5 years of just constant tour, studio tour, backwards and forwards sort of thing, so, yeah.
Ok, on en arrive au 4e album, Sleeping with Ghost. Et le morceau, c'est The Bitter End.
Bitter End, okay.
Every step we take that synchronize, every broken glass follows you home. You shower me with lullabies as you're walking away.
You look like you're in a shampoo commercial, you know, with all your hair blowing in the wind,
Like you need
know.
a shampoo, man.
I've just seen the light.
Ce morceau est considéré par beaucoup de vos fans comme votre pièce maîtresse. Êtes-vous d'accord?
I mean, this song sort of re-kick-started the whole thing. It was like it just brought a whole bunch of new fans to the band and a whole big breath of fresh air and a kind of a new energy to the whole idea of Placebo, and I think to the way that people saw Placebo as well. I think finally at that point sort of the songwriting started to sort of really kind of come into its own. Everything before was we were just always continually trying things out to like different and to moderate levels of success, but then I think by that point we were starting to really sort of hone our craft, you know. We were starting to get good at what we were doing, and so we were able to take the sort of the best elements and recognize what we did best and sort of channel that into the songwriting, as opposed to, I think before it was probably quite schizophrenic, you know, we were schizophrenic in our approach to writing, you know, whereas there it started to become a bit more streamlined, you know, and focused, essentially, you know.
Mais aussi, vous êtes 5 sur scène maintenant.
Stefan and I wanted to perform and play guitars as opposed to take, you know, use computers, you know, and be on stage pressing buttons all the time because it's not very rock and roll. So.
À cette époque, vous devenez des méga stars en France, vous remplissez Bercy. Comment expliquez-vous cette histoire d'amour avec notre pays?
I don't know, I guess there's always something very sort of darkly romantic about Placebo, you know, and I think you probably have a, culturally, you know, and through literature and everything like that, there's like a real long history of romanticism in this country. And we seem to sort of like fit into that, I suppose.
It's a country that sort of got it immediately, you know.
It made us feel very, very welcome.
Yeah. It gave us refuge from the UK. We came running.
It's like, don't worry if it's all going really badly in England. Yeah. It's just...
Ok, on va parler un petit peu du best-of avec l'inédit que vous avez joué qui s'intitule 20 Years.
There are 20 years to go. Best of all, I hope. Enjoy the ride, the Madison show. That's the grind, for we design our fates. We need to concentrate on more than meets the eye. There are 20 years to go, the faithful and the low, the best that starts, the broken heart, the stone.
Interview, vous avez déclaré que cette chanson pouvait être la nouvelle direction pour ce nouvel album.
That's what we thought, yeah, but it didn't happen that way. No, not at all.
Pas vraiment. Alors, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé exactement?
Well, it's what happens that we went into the studio with a Frenchman. You know? And they just you do everything different, don't you? No, I think Dimitri just kind of Dimitri wanted us to kind of rediscover, I think, you know, the soul of the band, you know, which is, you know, you go down to what the core of the band really is, and it's a tight, urgent rock band. I think for a long time we probably were just in denial, you know, of really what, you know, what we were really kind of best at, I suppose.
Bon, nous venons de voir 10 ans de votre vie. Comment pourriez-vous résumer votre carrière?
Extremely embarrassing. I never want to do this again. If in 10 years you ask us to do this again, no.
Non. Si vous deviez changer quelque chose dans ces 10 ans de carrière, ce serait quoi?
I wouldn't wear a fucking dress, that's for sure.
Stefan? I don't know, man. You got to go through these things.
It's
to
part
get
of the
to where
process,
you are.
isn't it, mate? Yeah. Yeah.
We're in a much better place now, but I don't think we could be here if we didn't go through all that. You know, you got to get some stuff out of your system.
Steve?
I'm with the man there. You know, you've got to go through it to come out the other side. I'm just glad. It's always interesting to see. It sort of makes you realise how glad you are to still be here after 10 years.
Vous avez fait plus de 10 apparitions live à Canal+. Avez-vous une autre relation similaire dans un autre pays avec une chaîne télé?
No.
No, we don't.
No. There isn't any. Any TV station that we've continuously gone back to and played, you know, like once a year at least, every 10 years, you know. So it's special, baby.
C'est vrai, 10 ans, c'est une relation spéciale entre nous. Enfin, dernière question, est-ce que vous avez quelque chose de particulier à dire à vos fans français?
Stick around for another 10 years.
It's a very good one.
Merci.
Merci.
Nice one.